Right now at 5, cloudy here, hardly a raindrop, but then you look to the north, we've got severe thunderstorm watches and tornado warnings. Why? It's a weather impact night right here.
And it was a big reunion in Folsom after 2 young girls and their dog were missing for hours in the woods. Hear from the family and their thanks to first responders. Plus,
now she's gone, and there's no reason for it.
Community members in Covington still reeling from yesterday's gruesome double homicide as the coroner confirms the ID of one of the victims. We have a live interview. WDSU News at 5 starts right now.
Live, local, late breaking. This is WDSU News at 5.
And we start right now with weather tonight at 5. Tonight is a WDSU weather impact night.
That means our risk for severe storms is actually going down, but rain increases overnight as a cold front moves our way. Chief Meteorologist Margaret Orr joins us now to let us know about that concern. Margaret.
So our concern is truly that cold front that's moving through. Frankly, we have been really lucky today. We've only had a little bit of rain, but very rough weather just to our north. Confirmed tornado that was over in southwest Mississippi, along with golf ball size hail. And then you look at what's happening locally, and not much, but it's yet to come. Here is a look at your forecast, and we do have a weather impact night because we will have rain and storms, and there is a risk that we could have locally heavy rain, but even we're backing off on that. Then falling temperatures for your Wednesday, the highs in the morning, then dropping during the day. Sunny and chilly for your Thursday. So we've got this major onshore flow. High temperatures today, upper 70s. Here comes that cold front moving through in the morning, but just scattered showers showing up. Meanwhile, southwest Mississippi, man, have they been pounded. Up here over towards Vicksburg, they've got serious storms. And I mean, that is an intensifying storm with a lot of lightning just to the north of Columbia, and it was northwest of Columbia that we had a confirmed tornado. The tornado watch in effect to our north, and look, that risk for severe storms definitely to our north, and it was really right along the enhanced area just outside of the tornado watch box that we had those tornado warned storms. Be aware that we could have power outages in the morning, and there is that risk for locally heavy rain, more so St. Tammany, Washington parishes, and into South Mississippi. So more on the timing of the storms coming up in a moment.
All right, Margaret, thank you. Breaking right now. The coroner has just identified Father Otis Young, a member of St. Peter Catholic Church, as one of the victims in yesterday's double homicide in Covington.
Well, the victims' bodies, they were burned beyond recognition and left behind a warehouse. This comes as we're learning more about the suspect accused in the case. WDSU investigative reporter Aubrey Killian digs deeper into the criminal past of the suspect. Aubrey.
Hey there, Stella. First, let's get straight live to the St. Tammany Parish coroner. There's a big development in this case. Dr. Preston, what is the most new information you can give us at this hour?
So the most important development is we have been able to positively identify Father Otis Young as one of the decedents. We were able to do this based on unique medical findings in his medical records. The other decedent, we are going to have to rely on DNA to make the positive identification. We have already collected reference samples. The DNA lab for St. Tammany Parish is here in the coroner's office. And so those tests are in progress right now, and we expect to have a positive identification on our second victim by the end of the week.
Walk me through the process. What goes into the DNA sampling to identify the 2 victims in this homicide?
So again, I want to make it clear that we're really using DNA on only one victim. The first mandate of the coroner is to make a positive identification, and we have to do it to a scientific certainty. Sometimes this can be done by a visual examination of a picture and identification by a family member. Sometimes it has to be specific scars or tattoos. Sometimes it's teeth, and sometimes it's DNA. In the case of the presumed second victim, DNA is going to be our first line to identify her.
Talk about the parish. This case has rocked the parish. What is your message right now to St. Tammany after this horrific crime that happened?
Well, again, you're absolutely right. This case has rocked this parish, and it has particularly rocked the church parish as well as the archdiocese. The family is being bombarded by information on media and social media, and I can tell you all they want is a little peace, prayer, and privacy.
All right, Dr. Preston, I appreciate your time. I know y'all have been very busy, and the second victim is expected to be named by the end of the week.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Dr. Preston, St. Tammany Parish Coroner, live right there. Much more on this story coming up on WDSU News at 6. Back to you.
All right, Aubrey, thank you for those updates. A heartwarming reunion between two sisters and their parents after the little girls got lost in the woods in the dark last night near their home in Folsom. Their dog Artemis was with them and never left their side. And today, the parents speak to WDSU reporter Ariel Brumfield. Ariel.
Well, this is near where those two girls were reunited with their family yesterday. Their parents, Mary and Justin Berg, tell me Monday was an emotional day for them, not knowing what happened to their daughters, but they tell me they're thankful the community stepped in to help.
That feeling of just like, oh my gosh, what could have happened to them? Like, where are they? You start thinking the worst in just those split seconds.
Whoa! Mary Berg says a split second of her daughters, 4-year-old Cecilia and 7-year-old Abigail, playing in the backyard became an hours-long search through the woods Monday night.
This is a daily routine. They get off the bus, I get them off the bus, they get a snack or something, they ask a couple questions, and then I get back to work for a little bit, and they usually play until I'm done working.
Mary says she works from home, and like any other day, she went to check on the girls shortly after 5 and realized they were no longer in sight.
I fell to the floor.
Justin Berg, her husband, says he rushed home from work when Mary called him. Initially not wanting to alert the authorities, he tells me that quickly changed as more time passed.
It was tough. I told them, I said, that's probably the most tears I've cried in the last 20 years.
St. Tammany Parish Sheriff's Office says search and rescue crews, neighbors in the Folsom community, and Mary and Justin spent hours searching the woods. The girls were found safe and sound just before 9 on Monday night. WDSU was there for that much anticipated moment of the family's reunion.
We were having fun the first time, but now, when we weren't, we got lost. We didn't know the way.
Cecilia says they were having an adventure with their dog Artemis when they got lost.
I don't want to traumatize them. I want to keep that adventure mentality, but also have a head about it and be smart.
Both Mary and Justin say they have endless thanks to the Folsom community who loved on them and dropped everything to help find the girls.
They just dropped everything for us, and just strangers. They have no idea who we were, and so just I can't even explain how grateful we are for everyone just stepping up immediately without question.
Mary and Justin Berg tell me they are going to be getting some cameras put in their backyard, and they're also going to be teaching their daughters what to do in case they get lost again. Reporting in Folsom, I'm Ariel Brumfield, WDSU News.
Ariel, thank you. Great story. If you want to watch the story again, be sure to go right now to WDSU.com, where we have the video of the full reunion.
Well, a usually quiet Metairie neighborhood is in shock after a man was shot and killed in his backyard. JPSO says this happened on Academy Drive near Meadowdale Street, and now they're working to find the person responsible. WDSU reporter Shay O'Connor joins us live from Metairie with how this all unfolded. Shay?
Stella, that's right. Now, officials or family members, rather, tell me that 22-year-old Daniel George was actually shot and killed in the backyard right behind me here at Academy in Meadowdale. Now, they were too shaken up to talk at this time, but I was able to speak with neighbors in the area who tell me that they've been staying here for many years. Many of them have been staying in this area for decades, and they tell me that crime is a growing concern.
Yeah, after living out here all these years and being happy and content, yeah, it's drifting out a little by little. But for this to happen on the next block from us really makes you stop and think, how close and how safe are you
Neighbors in Metairie on edge Tuesday as Jefferson Parish deputies investigate their normally quiet neighborhood as a crime scene. Family confirms 22-year-old Daniel George was in the backyard of his own family's home with his 2-year-old son when gunfire rang out Monday night. The family tells WDSU they are now receiving threats against their lives. Many neighbors heard the shots Monday night, including Frank Burnett.
But last night we were sitting watching TV and we heard gunshots. And, you know, we waited, we didn't come out. We waited for a while and then we heard the siren.
It was just very quick. It was repetitious. And then there was like 6 shots in a row. And then a few seconds later, there was 2 other shots.
Neighbors say it's a growing concern as this is a community of mostly senior citizens. Just months ago, an armed gunman was seen breaking into cars, also along Academy Drive. Now Burnett says he and his wife will be getting cameras up at their home.
I don't want my house to feel like a prison, but it seems like the safe zones get smaller and smaller.
Now, I should note that this is an ongoing investigation. JPSO officials, they tell me that they're continuing to work leads and finding the person responsible for the shooting. But one thing to note, they do not believe that this shooting was random. With that being said, if you do have any information at all about this crime, you're being urged to contact Crime Stoppers at 822-1111. Reporting live from Metairie, Shay O'Connor, WDSU News.
All right, Shay, thank you so much. Keep us posted on the latest on the investigation. And be sure to stay with us right here on WDSU News at 5.
Coming up after the break, we are live in the grand lobby of the Roosevelt Hotel where Irma Thomas just flipped the switch for the Waldorf Wonderland. Daryl Forges will give us the holiday tour. It's going to be lit.
And a live look right now outside. There's a chance for rain overnight. Chief Meteorologist Margaret Orr will break down impacts coming up in your full forecast up next.
Welcome back. 5:14 now. It is Christmas time at the Roosevelt Hotel. Just moments ago, the switch was flipped at the annual Waldorf Wonderland.
Yeah, kind of a great kickoff to the holidays here. The spectacle features thousands and thousands of lights adorning the grand lobby. So WDSU anchor Daryl Forges is live taking it all in. And Daryl, we hear you have a special treat. You have Irma Thomas with you.
Stella, don't ruin the special treat. Well, absolutely. I'm with the woman herself, Miss Irma Thomas, who is the honorary lighter for today's ceremony. First of all, I got to tell you, it is an honor standing right next to you. You look amazing. Kind of tell us about how does it feel being here today?
It feels wonderful. I never expected to have to do this, and I'm wonderful feeling how it is to have start Christmas this way and to say I'm beginning the year for Christmas spirit, and it's right on time.
Right on time, right? I mean, looking at these lights, how does it make you feel? Does it get you right in the Christmas spirit?
It puts you right in the spirit, right in the spirit. I mean, with me at my age, it's Christmas every day.
You're 21 years old. Don't even worry about that. Now, I gotta ask you, what is one of the biggest things you're thankful and grateful for when it comes to family during the holiday season?
Well, right now, this is top of the line. But I have so many other things that I'm going to be doing this year to celebrate the Christmas holidays. And the one that I really feel very close to is the one that I do for NOCA. And we do fundraising for NOCA around just before the Christmas day. I think it's on the 22nd. I love doing that because so many of our NOCA students have become big-time entertainers.
I love it. I love it. Ms. Irma Thomas, thank you so much for talking to us. Really appreciate it. You look phenomenal. Got your husband behind you. Yeah. He's got your back. Really appreciate y'all's time. Thank you so much. And best of luck to you. Happy holidays. And guys, yes, ma'am, thank you. And you guys could just see the wonderful lights right now. We're looking at over 110,000 lights, over 40 of these trees you see right here. It is unbelievable. They just wrapped up the ceremony, but afterwards, everyone was able to do a toast with some champagne. So it's been an unbelievable day so far and getting folks in the Christmas spirit. Ladies, back to you.
All right, Daryl, thank you. It looks amazing out there.
Yeah, it looks so gorgeous. I'm sure you can take plenty of selfies out there. We'll share it. You can post it. Thanks, Daryl. And don't forget, this Saturday is the inaugural Children's Hospital New Orleans Holiday Parade.
It'll be brought to you right here live on WDSU. The parade will feature 30-foot toy soldiers, a 3-story tall Santa, and giant helium balloons. The parade is this Saturday, December 3rd from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. The parade will not only air on WDSU, but also stream to a national audience where our very local app is available.
For the full parade route, you can download the free WDSU Parade Tracker app.
Well, it may not seem like we've got a whole lot of weather going on. We still have a cold front moving our way with that risk for severe storms. Meanwhile, my daughter is up in Jackson, and there is a confirmed tornado that's near Bassfield, which is just to our north. And she says, no, she's not in the bathtub yet. So I've been monitoring the weather all across the area. Here is a look at our severe weather outlook. And frankly, it's gone down for us. Our bigger concern now mainly wind and rain, and that's mostly in the morning hours. Meanwhile, here comes the cold front. We've got that strong onshore flow. Look at these storms firing up over central Louisiana, central Mississippi. So you're going, why there, not here? And let's be thankful that it's not here. So we have these upper level winds that are out actually diverging aloft, and ahead of it at the surface, we've got a whole lot of warm, moist air, strong winds out of the south. Here's that air diverging aloft, and you've got a dry shot moving in too. So the strong storms mainly to our north. And we can look, I mean, there are a whole lot of tornado watches in effect, not for us, thankfully. The greater risk for severe storms has been up here by Jackson, but I got to tell you, southwest Mississippi, where you've got that enhanced risk, we have had numerous tornado warnings and one confirmed tornado that I've seen so far. But look at these warnings right now. Here's Jackson, right over by Port Gibson. You've got tornado warnings in effect. And then here's Columbia, northwest of Columbia. You did have a confirmed tornado, a lot of debris. Now you've got those tornado warnings in effect kind of close to Sumrall. We can come back home. There's our risk for severe. Not seeing it, I'm thankful. And the tornado watch in effect to our north, not for our area, but there is a flood watch in effect. I've got to tell you, while we've got the risk for 2 to 4 inches of rain, mainly off to our east, notice from the Weather Prediction Center, they have totally backed off on rainfall totals, maybe a ½ inch to 1.5 inches. So scattered rain. Now, I'm going to be watching it. Meteorologist Devin Lucy is here. We're all watching it. Lee Southwick will be in the morning along with Damon Singleton. So how much rain could we get? Look at this. Through tomorrow morning, maybe a ¼ inch, 1.5 inches. That's what the forecast models are showing. So we go into the evening hours about 8 o'clock, widely scattered activity. 10 o'clock, widely scattered activity. Notice how we're staying in the mid to the upper 70s. And then 2:30 in the morning, still that onshore flow. Now the wind beginning to shift. We're seeing more activity. Scattered rain and storms in the morning. The wind is shifting to the northwest. 6 o'clock, south of Houma by Galliano, extending to Biloxi. Wait for it. And then 8 o'clock, it's all offshore. Look, the temperatures are dropping. During the afternoon, we're in the low to the mid-60s. So sun will come out late. And then look at Thursday morning. What a big change. In the mid to the upper 30s, little bit of frost may be possible, but I think you'll have too much wind. That would be for the North Shore. Metro in the mid 40s, and then your highs will be near 60 to the low 60s. So your forecast, temperatures go down in the morning. So the high in the morning, and then they are dropping. Windy tomorrow. I'm telling you, Thursday looking beautiful, but it's going to be cold in the morning. Can't wait for the big holiday parade Saturday. It's going to be warm, slight chance of rain, but you know, I don't care. I want to see a parade.
All right, Margaret, we will be there. Thank you so much. Right now is the perfect time to download the WDSU mobile app and turn on your alerts so you can stay ahead of any threats near you. The app is a free download.
Well, now here's a look at what we're working on for you on WDSU News at 6. A Section 8 advocate is back on the New Orleans Housing Authority board after a WDSU investigation shows she was incorrectly removed. Why, the mayor's office says they tried removing her.
Plus, more guilty pleas in the ongoing probe of driver staging car accident. WDSU Investigates has the latest details in the hearings.